Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go check out my website at skyazrael.com for life coaching and mentoring. I want to talk about overprotection. We know about overprotecting our kids, overprotecting our families. It creates weak kids, weak families. If you're too overprotective, you've created this little world, this little safe little utopia for your kids and your family. You are going to have some weak children. Little weak bitch motherfuckers. This is the problem with some of the younger generation, is they were overprotected and they grew up too emotional, too sensitive, not hardened enough to the world to be able to survive it very well. They break easily. The world is a hard place. So is your job to create a protective little bubble for the people that you love to live in, or is your job to make the people that you love stronger so they can survive a dangerous world? I think it's the latter. But we can't forget that in this process of providing and protecting, as many people do for their families, that each one of us is in an individual process of creating yourself, of raising yourself. You're raising yourself as you're trying to raise your kids. Let's talk about echo chambers. This is one of the ways that we overprotect ourselves. We protect ourselves from the world with our echo chamber. Some of our echo chamber is forced upon us by algorithms in Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, these types of places that maybe that you frequent a lot. And that algorithm just simply takes what you've watched in the past or what you like, what it thinks you like, and then feeds you more of that. So if you follow particularly liberal news channels online, the algorithm on your Google news feed or in YouTube or on Facebook may start feeding you more of that, to where pretty soon every time you go on YouTube and look down your little wall of suggested videos, it's all certain types of stuff. It's not suggesting anything outside of your bubble anymore. It's figured you out. That can be helpful if we're shopping for products. It also can be helpful with some content that I notice that these algorithms feed me content that sometimes I'm interested in. I'm like, wow, that's great. I'm glad that popped up. But we can get forced into this echo chamber where the only thing we hear is the sound of our own voice. The only thing we hear is the echoes of our own opinions. And we become homogenized. We become dumbed down. Become stupid. It's the opposite of wisdom. And one of the results with it is we become weaker. We literally weaken ourselves by isolating ourselves into these echo chambers. We become more sensitive. So then when someone says something offensive that's outside of our belief system, we can get really offended. And this is how a lot of cancel culture works. Even conservatives do this. Conservatives like to point to the left that they're the only ones canceling. There's lots of conservative cancel culture going on, and what it looks like is as soon as you find someone that's outside of your echo chamber, you cross them out. You get rid of that voice. You don't want to hear that anymore. I don't want to watch anything that's not speaking to me. I get too angry. You can watch somebody who's heavy-duty conservative and force them to watch something that's liberal. They'll go berserk, screaming and yelling. And it's not that they're so ideological, it's that they're so weak. And they're so sensitive because they've been overprotected. And they can't handle other opinions. It's happening on both sides, and people just run into their own little camps. Like I said, part of it's being done to us by algorithms, unwittingly. You should be aware of this and to actively break beyond the algorithm that's fed to you on your YouTube wall or on your Facebook feed or any kind of social media that you're on, any kind of internet scrolling that you do, even just Google searches, you'll start to get fed certain things. You want to break beyond the algorithm. Go outside the box. Try to intentionally absorb ideas that may be contrary to yours, opposed to yours. You're a heavy-duty liberal? Go watch some conservative media, and without throwing a brick against the wall, without screaming and yelling, without letting it ruin your day. Watch it intellectually, trying to gather information, to understand it. It may just help you solidify your beliefs better, but you'll have actual real beliefs for once that aren't just formed in an echo chamber, that are formed intellectually by gathering all the information and processing it in your own little head. This used to be done more, and it's happening less, and I think the internet is a huge problem in our evolution, with these echo chambers, with helping us to create these little utopias. You can create your own little utopia online. The internet is a huge escape, an escape from actual reality. Your phone is a huge escape from reality. That's why so many people are sitting there on the bus or out at even bars or restaurants. You look around a restaurant and half the people are sitting there looking at their phones. You watch a football game and people in the crowd, they're not just sitting there screaming and yelling. Half of them are sitting there looking at their phones. There's always this constant escape, that you're being sucked into this algorithm of what you like. Every time you like something, you get fed more of it. We have to watch the ways that we weaken ourselves. I'm all about strengthening myself. This is something I talk about in this channel continually, is how to strengthen ourselves. Because the world is a hard place. This planet's trying to kill you. Humans are an untrustworthy species. We rob, cheat, and steal, manipulate, try to get a leg over on each other. That's always going to be that way. And just as much as your job as a father, as a parent, as a husband, is to create a strong tribe, a strong kingdom. You want to be a strong king, but you don't want weak subjects. You want strong subjects. You want strong people in your court. Strong warriors. A strong warrior is created in battle. A warrior who's never been to battle is a weakling. Is stupid. So make a conscious choice to get out of your comfort zone. Consciously get out of your comfort zone. Watch stuff on YouTube where when someone walks in and catches you watching it, they're like, "What the fuck are you watching?" And you're like, "Yeah, I know, this is some crazy shit, but I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to break out of my little box." Read a book by somebody that you wouldn't normally read a book by. Watch a movie that you wouldn't normally watch a movie. Absorb content in various forms that would be outside of your comfort zone, outside of what your little echo chamber is, that might be contrary to your belief. What is something that you believe heavily in that really gets you upset? Go and try to intellectually investigate the opposing point of view without freaking out. Take a different route to work. Drive to different restaurants. Break out of your comfort zone in all areas so you're not just living in this world of routine, of mundane sameness. Everything is the same all the time. I always eat the same food. I always go to the same places. I always commute the same direction. I'm always doing the same thing. I'm always sitting in the same spot in the living room. I'm always... You have this in your life. You break out of some routine is important. I mean, I coach a lifestyle management, a program that we can set you up of, at 7 o'clock I'm doing this and at 8 o'clock I'm doing that. You need structure, but find ways to break out of your comfort zone, not just for the spice of life randomly, but to create wisdom. Give yourself experience that you can draw from, and that you can become stronger. This is why it's important to not overprotect your kid. You want to let your kid fail. You want to let your daughter date a weirdo, not a dangerous psychopath, but you want to let her date some losers, because that's how she's going to know what a good man is. It's not just simply putting someone in a bubble and then teaching them what you think. People have to experience. You know not to walk down certain streets at night because you've walked down streets like that at night. Overprotection is a fascinating topic to me, and we can hash this out. We can slice this pie in a bunch of different ways. But the main thing I want to leave you with this video is to break out of your comfort zone, even if it's just that echo chamber within inside your mind, the comfort zone of your own thoughts, and to continually expand your experience so you can gain wisdom and strength and be a true king, a true leader in this dangerous world, not some tyrant trying to manipulate the world into a utopia like it's a Disney movie. I don't know. It's all food for thought. Thanks for watching.